Good morning students. In the today's class, let us discuss about diuretics. Diuretics are the drugs that causes net loss of sodium and water in the urine. Another one definition is diuretics increases the production of the urine. It is used to adjust the volume or composition of the body fluid in the varieties of condition which includes hypertension, heart failure, renal failure and edema. The normal fluid filtration in the human body is 180 liters. About 1.5 liters of urine is formed in 24 hours. Diuretics can be natriuretic. It is a condition in which the sodium excreted in the urine. Coming to chlorouretic, where there will be increased excretion of the chlorides in the urine. Saluretic, that promotes the renal excretion of sodium and chloride ions. Kaliuretic, excretion of potassium in the urine, especially in the excessive amount. Bicarbonate uretic, it is an abnormal condition where there is increased concentration of hydrogen carbonate in the urine. Calciuretic, the process of calcium in the urine is called as calciuretic. Coming to functions of kidney. The functional unit of kidney is nephron, where the urine is formed. Nephron consists of two parts, that is glomerulus and tubules. Glomerular part is cup-shaped and known as Bowman's capsule. Tubules consists of three parts, namely proximal convoluting tubule, distal convoluted tubule and the loop of Henle, which leads to collecting duct. Coming to first part, it is glomerular filtration. As the blood reaches glomerular, it is filtered by the Bowman's capsule. Coming to tubular reabsorption, after filtration, the filtrate reaches the proximal convoluted tubule, where reabsorption of sodium, chloride, bicarbonates and phosphates, amino acids and the low molecular weight proteins takes place. Coming to loop of Henle is a place where filtrate becomes diluted due to off of the sodium and the chloride ions are reabsorbed. Another site where sodium ions are reabsorbed is distal convoluted tubule. The last and the final where the sodium ions get reabsorption is the collecting tubule. Here the sodium ions from the renal tubular fluids get exchanged for the potassium ion. The tubules normally reabsorbs over 90% of the glomerulus filtrate. The rest of the filtrate and the tubular secretion passes into the bladder and excreted in the urine. Coming to tubular secretion. Coming to last part, that is tubular secretion. Here the secreted substance largely includes hydrogen, creatinine, ions and the other types of waste products such as drugs after metabolism are excreted. Coming to classification of diuretics, it is divided into two types, that is high efficacy diuretic, which is also called as loop diuretics, and medium efficacy diuretics. Coming to first one, high efficacy diuretics. High efficacy diuretics are also called as loop diuretics. Again, it is subdivided into two types, that is sulfonyl derivative and phenoxyacetic acid derivative. Examples of sulfonyl derivative is furosemide and bumethanide. Coming to example of phenoxyacetic acid derivative is ethacrylic acid. Coming to second part, it is medium efficacy diuretic. Medium efficacy diuretics are classified into three types, that is benzothiazone or thiazides. Examples are hydroflumetazide, hydroflumethiazide, benzoflumethiazide and hydrochlorothiazide. Coming to second one is thiazide-like or related heterocyclics. Example is chlorothiazidone. Coming to weak or the adjective diuretic, it is carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. Examples are acetazolamide and methazolamide. Coming to potassium sparing diuretic, again it is classified into 4 types, that is aldosterone antagonist. Example is spironolactone. Second one is inhibitors of renal epithelial sodium channel. Example is amilorides. Third one is osmotic diuretic. Example is mannitol, glycerol and isosorbide. Coming to xanthin, it is theophylline. Coming to carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, example is acetazolamide. When the drug is taken orally, it reaches a peak level in the blood plasma in about 2 hours and the duration of its diuretic action is 8 to 12 hours. And it is used alone in mild to moderate cases of edema or in conjugation with the mercurial diuretics. Acetazolamide is useful agent for the treatment of glaucoma and epilepsy. Coming to second example of carbonic anhydrase inhibitor is methazolamide. It is more active carbonic anhydrase inhibitor than the parent compound, that is acetazolamide. It is recommended for the treatment of glaucoma and the intraocular pressure falls within 2 to 4 hours of oral administration. Coming to third example of carbonic anhydrase inhibitor is dichlorofenamide. Dichlorofenamide is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor recommended for the treatment of glaucoma. Normally, it is used in conjugation with the miotic agents such as pilocarpine and physostigmine.